Exercise 1818. We're going to create income statements for 3 different types of companies: a service company, a merchandising company, and a manufacturing company. So selected data for 3 companies are given below. All inventory amounts are ending balances and all amounts are in millions. So here is our data. And it says, using the above data, calculate operating income for each company. Enter amounts in millions is provided for you in the problem. So begin by calculating the operating income for company A. So we're going to do the company with the most information first. So let's see if we can figure out what type of company this is. So we've got a work in process inventory. We've got cost of goods manufactured. We got raw materials inventory, cost of goods sold, and finished goods inventory. That means we are looking at, going back to our slide, we're looking at a manufacturing company's income statement. So notice we start off with sales revenue, and then we subtract cost of goods sold down here. And in between, if this is an internal document, which is what this is, they're going to show you how cost of goods sold is calculated. But if it's for external users, they leave out this calculation. So let's go over here. So notice we've got 2 things, and then we've got gross profit. So what that means is we've got sales revenue minus COGS gives us gross profit. So they're leaving off all this detail down here. So sales revenue first. Sales revenue is 28 million minus cost of goods sold. Cost of goods sold is 21 million, which gives us gross profit of 7 million. And then looking back at our guide, after gross profit, we've got selling and administrative expenses and then operating income. So selling and administrative expenses, sometimes called operating expenses. So that means we've got, looking for selling expenses, 2 million. And we've got admin expenses of 1 million. Oops. So that gives us a subtotal of 3 million. So we're going to take gross profit, subtract our total operating expenses. So 7 million minus 3 million gives us 4 million. Check our answer. There we go. All right, now we're going to do company B. Company B, what kind of company is this? Looking at this, there is no cost of goods sold, and there's a service revenue. So this is a service company. So that's just simply sales revenue, service revenue. Sales is when you're selling a product. Service revenue of 54 million. And then minus our period costs. So we've got wages expense of 16 million. And what other expenses we have? Rent expense of 9. This gives us $25 million of total expenses. So we take 54 million of service revenue, subtract 25 million, gives us an operating income of 29 million. And then finally calculate the operating income for company C. Way over here, company C has merchandise inventory. So this is a merchandising company. And again, if we look over here at our slide, a merchandising company, the income statement has sales revenue minus cost of goods sold gives us gross profit. This is an internal document, so therefore it shows a calculation of cost of goods sold. This is not an internal document because it does not show the cost of goods sold calculation. So we're just going to start off with sales revenue of 28 million. Then we've got cost of goods sold So those goods that they sold cost them $16 million, which gave them a gross profit of $12 million. And then our operating expenses, we've got admin expenses, $5 million. And then we've got selling expenses of $2 million. It doesn't matter for my accounting lab, it does not matter which order you put these two expenses in. In the real world, they usually put the larger one on top. But you would also just, in the real world, if you were told to do an income statement, you'd grab the previous one and follow their formatting, because companies can use different formatting. So this gives us a subtotal of $7 million of operating expenses, which gives us an operating income of $5 million. So don't forget to do the next one on your own.